Top 3 foods to stop nighttime leg cramps. After 60. Sleep better and stay strong. Every night, thousands of older adults across America are startled awake by the same unexpected pain, a sharp, sudden cramp in the leg that feels like the muscle is twisting into a knot. It can strike the calf, the thigh, or even the feet, and the worst part, you never see it coming. It's easy to blame age or assume it's just bad circulation, but medical researchers who've studied muscle and nerve health in seniors for decades have found something different. Leg cramps after 60 are often a warning sign. They're your body's way of telling you that something is out of balance, whether it's a drop in essential minerals, impaired nerve signaling, or simply muscle fatigue that hasn't been properly repaired. Several long-term clinical studies, including work led by geriatric specialists at Harvard and Mayo Clinic, point to a surprisingly overlooked factor: nutrition. As people age, they often eat less, absorb fewer nutrients, and take medications that unintentionally deplete key vitamins like B12, magnesium, and potassium. And that's where the cycle of nighttime cramps begins. One case that illustrates this well is a 74-year-old retired teacher who suffered from nightly cramps for over a year. Despite trying massage therapy, hydration routines, and even sleep medication, the cramps continued until her care team reviewed her diet. With a few targeted food changes, the episodes dropped dramatically within weeks. That's the power of targeted nutrition. And in this video, we're highlighting 3 everyday foods that doctors and nutrition experts consistently recommend to support stronger muscles, healthier nerves, and better sleep. They're affordable, easy to prepare, and backed by real science. If you've been struggling with leg cramps, especially at night, stay with us. These small adjustments could bring real relief and restore the restful nights you deserve. Why do leg cramps become more common after 60? After 60, the body begins to change in subtle but powerful ways, and many of those changes directly affect muscle function, nerve signaling, and circulation, which are the 3 most common culprits behind leg cramps. Let's start with muscle loss. After the age of 50, people lose about 1–2% of muscle mass each year, a condition known as sarcopenia. With less muscle tissue available, even simple movements or long periods of rest like sleeping can trigger cramping due to muscle fatigue or overcompensation. Then there's the role of electrolytes, especially potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These minerals act like tiny messengers that tell muscles when to contract and when to relax. But as we age, our ability to absorb and retain these nutrients declines. Add common medications like diuretics for high blood pressure or acid blockers for reflux, and the risk of deficiency increases dramatically. Another factor is nerve health. Nerves act as the body's communication system. When vitamin B12 levels are low, a frequent issue in seniors, the protective coating around nerves, called the myelin sheath, can deteriorate, leading to misfires that cause muscles to cramp, twitch, or seize unexpectedly. Lastly, circulation plays a critical role. Aging blood vessels can become less elastic and more prone to narrowing. This reduces blood flow to the lower legs, especially during periods of inactivity like sleep, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach muscles when they need them most. In short, leg cramps after 60 are often the result of multiple small imbalances, of which are dramatic on their own, but together they create the perfect storm. The encouraging news? Many of these causes can be addressed naturally through targeted nutrition and hydration, which is exactly what we'll explore next. If you've ever struggled with leg cramps or found your own way to beat them, we'd love to hear your story. Share your experience in the comments below, because your wisdom might help someone else sleep better tonight. Superfood buono, eggs, a simple food with serious muscle power. When it comes to muscle and nerve health, few foods offer as much value in such a small package as the humble egg. Affordable, accessible, and easy to prepare, eggs are often overlooked in senior diets, yet they deliver some of the most essential nutrients needed to prevent leg cramps and support aging muscles. Let's break down why eggs deserve a starring role on the plate, especially for adults over 60. A complete protein for aging muscles. Muscle cramping is often linked to muscle fatigue and insufficient recovery, and as we age, our muscles naturally become more fragile. This is where protein steps in, and not just any protein. Eggs are one of the few foods considered a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot make on its own. These amino acids are critical for rebuilding and maintaining muscle tissue, supporting recovery after activity, preventing the micro tears and fatigue that contribute to cramping. One large egg provides about 6 grams of high-quality protein, making it an ideal choice for breakfast or as part of a light evening meal. Vitamin D, the bridge between calcium and muscle. Vitamin D is another standout nutrient in eggs found primarily in the yolk. While a single egg contains only around 40 IU of vitamin D, it still contributes meaningfully, especially when paired with other sources like fortified milk or light sun exposure. Why does this matter? Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium, which plays a direct role in muscle contraction. Without adequate vitamin D, muscles may become weak, sore, or more prone to spasm even if you're getting enough calcium from supplements or diet. Unfortunately, many older adults have low vitamin D levels due to limited sun exposure or absorption issues. Including eggs regularly helps fill that gap. Nervous system support, B12 and choline. Cramping doesn't just involve muscle sits, also about how well nerves communicate with those muscles. That's where 2 key nutrients in eggs, vitamin B12 and choline, come in. Vitamin B12 is essential for protecting the myelin sheath, the protective layer around nerves, ensuring proper nerve signaling to control muscle contractions, preventing the tingling, numbness, or spasms that often mimic or trigger leg cramps. Older adults are particularly prone to B12 deficiency, often due to reduced stomach acid or medications like metformin, used for diabetes, or proton pump inhibitors, used for heartburn. Eggs provide a gentle, digestible source of B12, especially valuable for those who don't consume red meat or tolerate supplements well. Choline, meanwhile, supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in muscle movement and coordination. A practical example, Irene's story. Consider Irene, a 76-year-old former school counselor who began experiencing sharp leg cramps several nights a week. She was hesitant to take more medications and had tried drinking more water with minimal results. After reviewing her diet, a nutritionist noted she rarely ate eggs and consumed little protein overall. With guidance, Irene began incorporating 2 eggs at breakfast 3 days a week, along with leafy greens and fortified milk. The result? Within a month, her nighttime cramps had nearly disappeared. Not only that, but she reported feeling more energetic during her daily walks. How to add eggs safely to a senior diet. For most healthy older adults, eating 6-7 eggs per week is safe and beneficial. If cholesterol is a concern, egg whites can still offer valuable protein without the yolk. However, recent studies show that moderate egg intake does not significantly raise heart disease risk in the general population. Those with kidney conditions or high cholesterol should still consult a doctor, but for many, eggs represent one of the most efficient and nutrient-rich foods for muscle support. The bottom line: eggs are more than just a breakfast staple. They're a natural remedy for the age-related issues that lead to leg cramps. From protein and vitamin D to B12 and choline, they deliver a unique nutritional profile that supports muscle repair, nerve function, and overall mobility. Whether scrambled, boiled, or poached, a simple egg may be one of the most powerful tools in your fight against muscle cramps. Up next, we'll explore another cramp-fighting food that's just as easy to enjoy, and it grows on trees. Superfood number 2, bananas, your body's natural electrolyte refill. While eggs help repair muscles and support nerve function from the inside out, the next food on our list addresses one of the most common underlying causes of leg cramps: electrolyte imbalance. And the hero of this story? The everyday banana. Though often associated with quick snacks or smoothies, bananas are one of the most efficient, natural ways to restore lost minerals, especially potassium and magnesium, two nutrients critical to preventing muscle cramps. The role of potassium in muscle health. Potassium is an essential mineral that plays a key role in regulating fluid balance in muscle cells, supporting proper nerve signaling, ensuring smooth and controlled muscle contraction and relaxation. When potassium levels fall, slight muscles can become overly sensitive, leading to cramping, twitching, or tightness. This is especially common at night when circulation slows and electrolyte levels naturally dip. Each medium banana provides around 420 milligrams of potassium, or roughly 12% of the recommended daily intake. That's a significant amount in one portable, easy-to-digest fruit. But bananas don't stop at potassium. They also contain magnesium, supports muscle relaxation and reduces excitability. Vitamin B6, essential for neurotransmitter function and energy metabolism. Natural sugars and water, helping keep the body hydrated and energized. Why older adults are prone to potassium deficiency. As we age, our bodies may lose potassium more easily, particularly due to lower appetite or irregular eating patterns. Common medications like diuretics for blood pressure that flush potassium. Chronic dehydration, especially in warmer climates or among those with reduced thirst signals. In clinical practice, it's not uncommon to see leg cramps worsen after increased sweating or fluid loss. Mild dehydration can disrupt the delicate balance of sodium and potassium needed for proper muscle control. That's why bananas are such a valuable tool. They're quick to absorb, easy on digestion, and offer multiple electrolytes in one package. Case study: Frank, 70. Frank was a retired landscaper who still enjoyed light yard work, but often complained of painful foot cramps at night. His doctor had prescribed a water-pilled diuretic to manage mild hypertension, and though his blood pressure had improved, the cramps worsened. After reviewing his lifestyle, the care team suggested adding 1 banana per day, especially on days when he was more active or perspired more. Combined with better hydration and a handful of almonds in the evening, Frank saw a dramatic decrease in cramps within 2 weeks and was sleeping more soundly than he had in months. Best times and ways to eat bananas. Bananas can be incorporated into the diet in a number of senior-friendly ways. In the morning with oatmeal or yogurt, as an afternoon snack to combat midday fatigue. 1-2 hours before bedtime to help muscles stay relaxed overnight. They pair especially well with high-fiber or protein-rich foods like Greek yogurt, peanut, or almond butter, a small handful of walnuts or flax seeds. This not only balances blood sugar levels, but also creates a well-rounded snack that supports both muscle health and energy metabolism. A note for seniors with diabetes. Bananas are rich in natural sugars, which may raise concern among those managing blood sugar. However, when eaten in moderation and paired with fiber or protein, bananas can be safely included in a diabetic-friendly diet. Choose bananas that are slightly green or just ripe, as they contain more resistant starch and less sugar than fully ripened, spotted bananas. If in doubt, consult with a registered dietitian or physician to individualize your plan. The takeaway: bananas are more than a snack. They're a natural electrolyte replacement therapy wrapped in a peel. For older adults, especially those taking medications that deplete potassium or struggling with hydration, bananas offer a gentle, effective, and delicious way to combat muscle cramps. When combined with other whole foods and a steady intake of fluids, a banana a day may very well help keep the cramps away. Coming up next, a crunchy, nutrient-packed food group that helps your muscles recover, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation: nuts and seeds. And if this video brought you clarity or relief, don't forget to tap that subscribe button and turn on the bell. We're building a community where seniors feel strong, informed, and empowered, one video at a time. Superfood number 3. The crunchy little secrets hiding in your pantry. Quick question. What do pumpkin seeds, almonds, and pistachios all have in common aside from being delicious? Surprisingly, they may be one of the most powerful defenses against those nagging leg cramps that sneak in during the night. In fact, many doctors and nutritionists agree. When it comes to muscle relaxation and cramp prevention, few foods are more underrated than nuts and seeds. Let's dive into why these crunchy little superfoods deserve a permanent place in your daily routine, especially if you're over 60. The missing piece: magnesium and potassium. You've probably heard that bananas are good for potassium, but did you know? 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds gives you 4 times more magnesium than a banana. Pistachios contain nearly 300 milligrams of potassium per ounce. Almonds and cashews provide a 1-2 punch of magnesium plus healthy fats. These nutrients work together to relax tight muscles, restore electrolytes lost through medications or dehydration, reduce inflammation, a hidden contributor to muscle stiffness. And the best part? A small handful a day is all you need. Let's break it down. Who's got what? Chen bang. You don't need to remember every number, just remember this. 1 small handful can help prevent 1 big cramp. Real-world snapshot. Helen's daily handful. Helen, a 73-year-old retired nurse, began adding pumpkin seeds and walnuts to her evening yogurt after learning about their magnesium content from a wellness newsletter. At first, it was just a snack, but within 2 weeks, she noticed fewer foot cramps at night and improved circulation in her legs, no more cold toes when getting into bed. No medications, no complicated regimen, just 2 tablespoons a day, consistently. Common mistakes and easy fixes. Let's clear up a few misconceptions. Aren't nuts bad for cholesterol? Actually, many nuts, like almonds and walnuts, contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that help lower LDL bad cholesterol. Aren't they high in calories? Yes, but in small amounts, they're satisfying and nutrient-dense. Just 1 ounce a day is enough. I have sensitive digestion. Try soaking your seeds overnight or opting for smoother options like nut butters or ground flax. I'm allergic to nuts. Focus on seeds like pumpkin, sunflower, chia, or flax, which provide similar benefits with lower allergy risk. When to eat them for maximum effect. Before bed, magnesium promotes muscle relaxation and sleep. After light exercise, rebuilds muscle and replenishes electrolytes. With meals, enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K. Think of it as a natural nighttime cramp remedino pill required. It's easy to underestimate foods that come in small packages, but when it comes to cramp prevention, nuts and seeds punch far above their weight. By adding just a handful a day, whether sprinkled on yogurt, tossed into oatmeal, or eaten plain, you're giving your muscles the minerals, protein, and healthy fats they need to stay strong, relaxed, and pain-free. Up next, we'll put everything together into a daily plan that helps you wake up refreshed, not wincing. Part 6. A day without cramps. Simple habits that make a big difference. Picture this. You wake up and stretch your legs. No tightness, no sudden jolt of pain, just calm, rested muscles. That kind of morning isn't luck, it's the result of a few simple choices made throughout the day. Let's walk through what a cramp-free day could look like. Morning routine. Build your foundation. Start your day with a glass of water and a squeeze of lemon, just enough to help rehydrate after sleep and kickstart your metabolism. For breakfast, try 2 boiled or scrambled eggs with spinach and whole grain toast. You're giving your body protein, vitamin D, B12, and magnesium, all key players in muscle health. Follow up with a 10-minute walk outdoors. Sunlight helps your body make vitamin D naturally, and movement gets the blood flowing to your legs. Midday, refuel the right way. At lunch, choose a salad with grilled chicken, leafy greens, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Add a banana on the side for potassium, and drink a glass of water or coconut water to stay hydrated. This combination helps keep your electrolyte levels steady and prevents the imbalances that often lead to cramping later. Evening, set yourself up for rest. For dinner, go with something light but rich in nutrients. Steamed veggies, brown rice, and a spoonful of ground flaxseed. Omega-3s and magnesium support muscle relaxation and reduce inflammation. Before bed, enjoy a small bowl of Greek yogurt with walnuts or a banana with a spoonful of almond butter. It's a gentle way to feed your muscles and calm your nerves overnight. A few light stretches or a warm bath can be the perfect finishing touch. Small changes, big relief. A cramp-free night starts with how you nourish your body during the day. With a little consistency, these habits can turn restless nights into peaceful sleep and painful cramps into a thing of the past. What most people miss even when they do everything else right. You've added the eggs. You're eating bananas. You've got your handful of almonds before bed. And yet, the cramps still show up some nights. Why? Here's the truth that surprises many people. Sometimes it's not what you're eating, but what's quietly taking nutrients away. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing key vitamins and minerals. But even more importantly, many common medications used by older adults can silently deplete the very nutrients needed to prevent muscle cramps. Let's take a look at a few examples. Diuretics, often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart failure, increase urination, which may flush out potassium and magnesium faster than your body can replace them. Metformin, a common diabetes medication, can gradually lower vitamin B12 levels, affecting nerve function. Acid reducers like omeprazole or ranitidine, used for heartburn, can interfere with B12 and magnesium absorption over time. None of these side effects are immediately obvious, but over months or years they can add up. Acute case, Barbara's hidden deficiency. Barbara, 75, had already adopted a healthier diet, yet her cramps persisted. It wasn't until her care team reviewed her full medication list and ran blood work that they discovered a B12 deficiency, likely linked to long-term acid-reducing meds. With a simple supplement and food-based changes, her symptoms improved dramatically within weeks. The lesson: even if you eat well, your body may need extra support to absorb or retain the nutrients that matter. That's why regular checkups and honest conversations with your doctor or pharmacist are so important. Ask about your risk of nutrient depletion from medications. Sometimes a minor adjustment or a simple supplement can make all the difference between a restless night and a restful one. Up next, a true story of transformation and why it's never too late to get your legs and your life back. One man, one banana, and a walk he thought he'd never take again. Bill was 81 when he came into the clinic. A retired Navy mechanic, his hands were still steady, but his legs? Not so much. "I used to walk 2 miles every morning without breaking a sweat," he said. "Now I can barely make it to the mailbox before my calf locks up." He'd tried stretching. He drank water. He even wore compression socks to bed. Nothing worked. Every night, like clockwork, around 2 a.m., the cramps would wake him up with a jolt. But what struck his care team wasn't just the cramps, it was his diet. Bill rarely ate breakfast. He didn't like bananas. He avoided eggs because he once heard they were bad for your heart. And nuts? "Too hard on my teeth," he joked. What changed? Not his age, not his medications. Just a few simple habits. A soft-boiled egg each morning with toast. A banana mid-afternoon with a little peanut butter. Unsalted cashew butter on crackers in the evening. That's it. By week 3, Bill had gone 3 nights without cramps. By week 5, he was walking to the park again. "I thought my legs were done for," he told his doctor, but turns out they were just hungry. The real lesson? Sometimes, what feels like aging is really just imbalance. And the right food, simple, familiar, nourishing, can give your body the support it's been asking for all along. You don't need miracle cures. You need minerals. You need protein. You need hydration. You need care. If Bill can reclaim his mornings at 81, who's to say you can't too? In our final moments together, let's talk about how you can take the first step today. Your turn, let's make the change together. If you've been battling leg cramps, especially those restless nights that steal your sleep, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. Because now you know, it's not just about age. It's not just about luck. It's about how we support our body-sown meal, one habit, one step at a time. And those steps, they don't have to be big. Maybe tomorrow morning you add a boiled egg to your plate. Maybe this afternoon you reach for a banana instead of another cup of coffee. Maybe tonight you treat yourself to a small handful of almonds or even just a moment to stretch. They're small things, but small things are often where the healing begins. We'd love to hear from you. If you've ever struggled with leg cramps or found your own trick to stop them, share your story in the comments below. Your wisdom might be the reason someone else sleeps through the night tonight. Got questions? Drop them in the comments, we do read them. Want us to cover a specific topic next? Let us know, make these videos for you. Stay with us. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a tip that could change your life or someone else's. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and stay cramp-free. We'll see you in the next one.